Hey guys, this is Cheap Ass Statue Collector here, and today we are going to be checking out the Iron Man vs. Namor Diorama statue by Sideshow. Without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off this review. So, here's the base. The base is water and stone, or made to be look like water and stone. It is two layered, it's double layered, and let's go ahead and pick it up. It is very heavy. Let me flip it around for you guys. So this is not the exclusive, this is just the standard edition. And this, I believe this is number 79 out of 400. Not too much to the base. The exclusive is, the exclusive run, they ran, I believe, 200. And the difference is, the exclusive came with a extra Iron Man. I wasn't too thrilled about the Iron Man suit that the exclusive came with. And what are you going to do with two Iron Men? One's going to sit in the box while the other one sits out. So I'm really happy with this one. This diorama is nasty. That's the one thing I do have a lot of, is dioramas. And this is my most expensive diorama. And it's the biggest diorama that I have. So let's go ahead and put them together. So we got Iron Man right here. Gonna take a close look. Iron Man in his classic suit. You're not gonna be able to see this. His little hands. He got little blasters on his hands. We'll get more into that in the review. He fits in right here in this rock into a little peg. Pretty easy, just get the hole, peg in the hole, he slides right in, but he's not sliding, there we go. It's got a little bit of wiggle room, but that's about it. Let's go and grab the Submariner. Here he is. Alright. Now, he is a little bit easier to put in. He slides right in. Okay, so both the regular statue and the exclusive statue came with two hands for Submariner. One is the regular hand, the other is a hand with a trident. So just for the heck of it, let's go and put the regular hand on first. I will not be displaying it with the regular hand, but for you guys, this is, there you go, you can't even see what it looks like, there it goes. That's what it looks like with a regular hand in. So let's go and take that off. There's a little magnet in there so it stays right on and then pops right on. There it is. Here it is. Submariner versus Iron Man statue. So without further ado, let's go ahead and grade this guy. Let's start with the pose. As usual, the pose gets an A+. The water is legit. Basically, Namor is coming out of the water, attacking Iron Man. Iron Man is ready and reacting. I don't think you get anything cooler than this. Maybe you could have Iron Man blasting him with his hand blaster, or whatever you want to call it. But this pose and the statue is unbeatable. I think this definitely gives Batman and Killer Croc a run for its money, depending if you're a DC Marvel fan, right? But the statue is legit. Let's go ahead and talk about the paint then. The paint gets an A, not an A+, but an A, but because I might be nitpicking a few things, but I do notice them. On Namor's hand, there's a bunch of paint overdue, or paint, I don't know what you call it, but it isn't crisp and clean. And I've seen this with a couple of hands before on a bunch of different statues. Also, his eyes don't look like they're pointing both in the same direction. One looks this way and one looks that way. I might be nitpicking here. If you look into Iron Man's mouth, it's not fully painted gold or red. But his mouth is really tiny, you're not going to see it, but if you look up close, I see it. I might be nitpicking, but those are the flaws. That's it. Iron Man himself is very shiny, very metallic, very sparkly. This is an older statue, and the paint has held up. This Iron Man is legit. He looks so good. Namor looks good as well. He's not metallic, he's more of a matte paint, which he should be because he's not wearing any metal armor. Now the thing that sticks out the most is the water. The water obviously is a clear resin mold, and they put multiple layers of paint on it to make it look like water. It looks amazing. Those tiny flaws, if they weren't there, if I didn't notice them, probably would get A+, but it gets an A. Sculpt detail. This thing is detailed everywhere. The water is extremely detailed. Extremely detailed, not based with the molding and the paint. It looks so good. Namor as well looks really good. You can see the crease in his stomach where he's kind of hunching over a little bit. His face is very well detailed as well. Even inside his mouth, his tongue is painted different shades, which you're not going to see that much unless you're really looking in there. And the sculpt detail on Iron Man is spot on to his classic outfit that he usually wears in his first few comics. And the rock that Iron Man is standing on is detailed pretty nicely as well. It's basically just rocks. There's some seaweed and a starfish on it. But like I said, sculpt detail gets an A+. It's nasty. Now let's talk about the price. Now the price is this is where it hurts. It's where we're gonna hurt. This is where it's gonna get a lower grade than the other categories because it is an expensive price. I think Sideshow's MSRP was $325 when it originally came out. I think that's for the exclusive. But I think it was both. They're both the same price. Now, go on eBay. Go look for this. Look for sold listings. They go for over $400. One went for over around $400 for a broken one, a broken Namor. It's expensive. I was able to pick this up at my local comic book store because they had a 33% off deal. I got it for roughly around $400. So I got a really good deal on it. Saved around $200 for this guy. I had to do it. I had to shell out the money for this. It gets a C. I didn't give the grade. It gets a C because for $400, that's a good down payment on, the new Sideshow 1/4 Wolverine. You know what I mean? $100 more, then there you go. You got the Sideshow Wolverine, but you are getting a giant piece versus like the Killer Croc vs. Batman statue. That's, I think, one of the tallest DC Direct dioramas, and this is double its size almost in height wise, and it is extremely wide. I can't fit this in my IKEA Detolfs, which is a pain. Which I can fit the Hulk vs. Silver Surfer in my Detolfs. So you're getting a lot, and I think in general the Marvel dioramas, or the proportions from their bodies, are a little bit bigger and usually have a lot more detail in the bases. So it's not too bad, but it's still a pretty penny, especially when you start talking about getting the other ones. The prices are not going to be cheap. So that is the statue, guys. Go ahead and check out the overview right after this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this statue with me, because I know I did. Thank you.